I will hand over to our presenters today. We have with us Jared Timmons, the Senior Vice President of Solutions at TVU, and Oriel Ickart, the Technical Operations Director. So over to you, Jared.
Thanks, Doris. So I really appreciate everyone tuning in for what we think is going to be a really informative and interesting webinar about a product we're super excited about that we created with the voice of our customers to solve what we think is some of the fundamental problems when it comes to creating channels, utilizing the cloud for playout in a novel way that allows you to do that with less operational skill set needed and greater flexibility to do that from anywhere without having to have dedicated engineering to maintain the channels that you're building. So we're going to go through how you set up a channel. What is TVU Channel? Please bring your questions, put them into the Q&A environment so that we can answer them. And we're going to get started. All right, so a little bit about TVU. TVU is 16 years young this year, I believe, or maybe going on our 17th year, and really been a leader in aggregated cellular and distribution workflows for over the past decade. You can see kind of a list of who's who of customers that we work with, but we really fundamentally answered a call and changed a lot about how we go to market with the COVID pandemic, and really turned up a different way, we believe, of working with customers and creating new technology. We have built over the past 18 months a complete portfolio of production tools, distribution tools, AI intelligence tools for monetization, for discovery. We've really made sure to listen to our customers in this time where we believe everything, including all the workflows of broadcast, are changing, that media customers are doing more over the internet, and that the way and the paradigm by which we used to operate, create, distribute, and collaborate on programs has drastically changed. And we've been on the forefront of making sure that regardless if they're locked down or they can't get into the office, that our customers can have broadcast grade quality from anywhere. And so what you'll see with Channel is us taking those same microservices, us taking that same approach to solving our customers' needs and moving that into the master control playout area, where we think that there's a lot of room for a different kind of solution that allows customers to be very quick, to have business continuity, to be able to plan out any kind of business model experimentation that they want to create, and really letting the broadcast technology meet the pace of the media needs today. So let's talk a little bit about Channel. What is TVU Channel? So with TVU Channel, we set out a little over, I think, 4 to 6 months ago with a large network customer who had the problem of, I want to create a ton of fast channels. I want to proliferate my content. I want to get more content out there to different syndication points. I want to be able to specialize my content, but I have some fundamental business problems to be able to make that happen. The first one is that I cannot, the cost model and the profitability of these spin up fast channels will not allow me to kind of have the same staffing percentages that I had before, as well as the same level of skill and training inside of master control operations. And it really needed to be easy and did not require a bunch of engineering staff underneath to be able to help that make that happen. So we set out with this problem statement that we want to create a playout solution that is so easy to operate that if you can control, or any staff can control, an Outlook or a Google Calendar, you can be a playout operator. And so we believe that that's what the cloud allows us to do, is to create new solutions catered to solving our customers' problems in a way that really flips both the operational, engineering, and cost paradigm on its head. And so when we built TVU Channel, we wanted to make sure that it didn't require any infrastructure, that your uptime was always 24/7. You could take advantage of redundancy of cloud workflows and infrastructure for that, but that you were always able to go live with a matter of clicks in a couple of seconds, so that customers, whether they wanted to do a weekend channel that they were spinning up, or whether they needed a very quick DR solution in an emergency to get them back on air, had the ability to use the power of the cloud without any engineering assistance to just get on air, spin up a channel, test it out, do business model experimentation to see if that's meeting your business needs. If it is, double down on it very quickly and take advantage of the opportunity. If it's not, spin it down and try something else. Everything that we do with TVU Channel is monitored. You have full monitoring capability, and you have the ability to monetize that. We believe that what we have created in TVU Channel in 3 main areas is fundamentally changing the playout paradigm. The first one is ease of operations. The second one, it is completely cloud enabled, but enabled in the cloud in a way that offers live as a first-class citizen, very, very easy. And we'll get into that a little bit in the demo. And then it allows you what we think is some of the most robust SCUDdy and monetization workflows downstream, and the ability to syndicate these channels out to multiple different places, whether that's your CDN, whether that's a server that you want to take out 2110 or SDI on premise, or whether that's any cloud syndication or delivery point you want to send to. And we believe that our technology should be as flexible as our payment methods. So everything that we've created allows you to really experiment with different ways of financing your channel, whether that's just a subscription that you do monthly, or whether you're spinning up a cold DR standby that is always ready to kind of take in the need of an emergency. We're flexible in the way that we build our pricing to make sure that we can make each one of those steps as beneficial to your business as needed. And we're doing a really different thing in the way that we develop software. So over the last 18 months, we've really focused on what I'd call a full-scale kind of DevOps operation. I know DevOps is a buzz term right now, but when we say it, we mean it differently, right? We are about a different kind of partnership with our customers, and we think that the broadcast industry is fundamentally changing, and that the development cycles that used to be 4 or 6 months, maybe bi-yearly at NAB and IBC, are no longer satisfactory to solve the needs of media customers whose business are moving at a rapid speed that's moving faster every single day. And so we are always working on our SaaS products and on TVU Channel to continue to add additional functionality, to continue to add additional operational capability. And all of that is part of the subscription that the channel will grow with you, and it will allow you more and more powerful capabilities as you move forward with TVU. The other thing that I think is really a big differentiator is that all of our TVU services, whether that's TVU Anywhere, from a mobile device, whether that's a receiver on premise, a cloud receiver receiving almost any streaming IP feed, any of the ABC soup of streaming feedback that you can take in, and it integrates with all of our packs and all of our live environments. So bringing live into a cloud playout environment, frame accurately, with the ability to have high quality and easy switching, has never been more accessible than it is now through the TVU ecosystem. So a couple of things that we will talk about TV Channel and its power, right, is it was built with live in mind, right? So we have the ability to break in live and switch programs instantly. And when we do this, we are always auto recording. So our recording service is recording secondary records of files that you play out for scheduling re-airs. It allows you to bring in a live event, secondary record that live event, and then immediately play that live event back. If that's a sports re-air, if that's a newscast re-air, has all of that advanced recording features built in place. Join in progress, the ability to export and output electronic program guides and BXF and data-driven information, as well as take those in, and the ability to handle graphics in a crawl or a bug in a crawl that can be easily turned on and off. Automatic closed captioning is built into this environment as well. And it just really gives a very easy and flexible, but highly robust and broadcast grade experience to those people trying to quickly start up a channel and move that to market. So easy, one person can operate both the scheduling of the channel and its playout. It also natively integrates, and we'll show you that today, into our TVU producer product, which is our cloud production tools solution. Whether you're switching video or doing clip playback, all of that can both be served into TVU Channel as an input and as an output. Multiple users can access this and use it at one time. So you could have one person or a team of people focused on scheduling, and one person or a team of people focused on playout and monitoring and graphics. So it's either single tenancy or multi-tenancy, and everything is calibrated for collaboration. You can also utilize our party line toolset to make sure that everyone's in a party line, no matter where they are co-located in the world, able to easily trigger and move forward events in the playlist, and both production events and producer all seamlessly tying that together. And then we have, I think, one of the best output services, especially in its class, with the ability to output to social media, the ability to have addressable outputs, an unlimited amount of them that you maybe will go Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. You can go to Twitch, any of the social media outputs, your CDN, and all of those are independently assignable, and you can spin those up and down as you need them for special events. So we're really excited to walk you through the demo of TVU Channel, the capabilities that it provides to solve and think about how we do master control and play out in a different way, utilizing the cloud with a different cost base and a different operational paradigm, with the almost unlimited kind of redundancies that you can build in the cloud, with the latest IT technologies and testing to make sure that we're always at the forefront of security with everything that we do. and so easy that you can spin it up literally in a matter of seconds. So here's just a quick diagram, and I won't spend very long on this, but just to show you the kinds of things that you can bring into TVU Channel. See at the top left, we have one of our TVU transceivers, just a 1RU box, so you can both output from TVU Channel and take into TVU Channel from that box. So any of your 2110 or SDI feeds that you want to bring into the cloud for live events, you can connect those into a TVU transceiver, bring them directly in. If they are IP streams like SRT or RTMP or RTP plus FEC or any of those, you can utilize our cloud receiver, which we can just spin that up in AWS. You can send the stream to it, and that can immediately be brought into TVU Channel as well. All of our TVU Anywhere apps can directly be utilized as live sources, even breaking news live sources directly into TVU Channel. Any high-grade camera through our cloud aggregation pack, TVU One or prior packs, can be brought into this environment. You can also bring in produce streams from our TVU producer tool set. So you can produce an entire show and bring that in as a live event and then schedule that live event from our producer environment directly into your TVU channel. So it can either be breaking or scheduled live. And also we take a plethora of different kinds of video files that you can bring into your S3 environment and have immediate access to utilize those in your channel. So we're going to quickly show you how you build a channel, how easy it is, and then how some more of the live capabilities that you can do inside a TVU channel. So you can see here, I have a couple of tabs opened up. One of those is just TVU channel right here, where I can go out. I was in an environment, I can go out here and I can create a channel. It's just as easy. When you log into channel.tvunetworks.com, if you don't have a sign in, it'll give you the opportunity to sign in your name and email. We'll give you a 15-day free trial. But creating a channel is simple as easy as hitting this in the workbench, naming the channel. So we're going to call this TVU channel test. We're going to select the format, and any of the formats that we support, any of the HD formats and frame rates that you need for global distribution are available here. I'm going to select 1080. I want to pick a channel cover. I'm just going to pick an image I've got ready at hand here. Now I have a channel cover so I can differentiate, because I can spin up multiple different kinds of channels per account. I can also select the region. So I wanted to do this in US East. And if I need individual folders that are in my S3 environment or are connected to TVU Drive, I can immediately select those folders that I need and the broadcast time of day that I want to utilize for my air clock. I hit that, I hit save, and you can see that I now have a channel. I enter that channel, and you can see this error message. The background is being prepared. So one of the ways that we're addressing the channel so that you can immediately start is it takes about 90 seconds to spin up the compute in AWS. But while that's happening, you now have the ability to immediately get started with taking videos that are in your S3 environment, dropping them into the schedule, building a block of time. You can even come in here with live events and say, I want to take TVU Anywhere device if you have it paired, or any of your live events. But you can also preview the media immediately too and say, okay, I want to show this sports game. When I click it, I can immediately see, yep, that's the file I want. I can look into this file. I can change the playback speed. I can QC it real quick just to make sure it's going to work, and it's the file that I needed to play. And I can immediately drag that in. And so from there, all I have to do is move this Zoom window out of the way, go live, and you can see I can add a plethora of different output sources, whether those are my social media accounts, whether it's an HLS. If I want to send an ISSP stream out, I can do that as well. I can do ProMPEG, SRT, caller and listener, and Zixi. So we try to support, and you can see in the social media accounts, if I create those and add those, there's a plethora of even more of those that I can individually address. I can have individual quality levels, individual output resolutions into each of those environments, and I'm up and running, and the channel is live. So one of the things I wanted to take a little bit more time to dig in, because it's just that easy to really get on air and have your channel going in a matter of seconds. So once I've got that done, one of the things I'm just going to come out here and do from my workbench, you can see I have this channel up and running, right? That we just created. And I also have a channel that I created a little earlier today that's up and running, and I can hit enter here, and I have this channel in a live event, and that'll draw itself out on screen. And I'll show you some very interesting things that you can do with live with TVU channel once you've configured your channel. So let me go to my producer. So what I've done here is I've taken TVU Producer, which is our cloud production platform, and I've got my co-host Oriol, who's in the Party Line, which is kind of like a broadcast grade version of Zoom that we can use to bring people into a production, have a conversation with them, and that whole output of this production can be sent directly to an ISSP output into TVU Channel as a live event. So I can schedule that live event, or I can even come into my live sources, and you can see I've got a couple of TVU Anywheres just paired. It's very easy to pair live sources. You just hit any IP source that you want to bring in. Again, almost any IP streaming format is accepted as a live input. And then I can also say I want to pair a TVU Anywhere device. And from the TVU Anywhere app, all you have to do is scan that QR code from TVU Anywhere, and that device is now available to be taken live. So if you have a reporter on the street, or you need to take a quick hit from any kind of user-generated content device, any TVU Anywhere source, even if that's a computer using our app, it's very easy to connect those together. And I literally can just click this. I don't support preview when it comes to the ISP, but I have my iPad sitting here right beside me, and I will take that as a breaking source. And then you will see that source come to air. And now I am, while I'm giving this talk, have my iPad with the center time face camera following and tracking me for a live hit that I may want to do. And then when I'm done with that environment, I can immediately go back to the playlist, or I can grab media from videos that I have, and I can schedule that media here. And when that media falls in, I can even take next directly to VOD content that I'm playing. And that is the play out environment. The other element of TVU Channel that we really believe enables a next generation of being able to manually schedule very, very complex channels easily is the ability to do that in the scheduling tab. So when I'm in the scheduler tab, I still have the full capability to come in and preview all my assets and to look at files, make sure that those files are right. But I can also take my live events, and I can say I want to schedule a hit with my iPad later on today. I can drop that directly in there. I can bring any of my media assets, which are all connected to either our S3 environment that you can configure, or we can directly connect to your own bucket that you can plug into our environment. And I can start to easily just build schedules across multiple days, dropping elements in there. And then the real power of this is if I want to be able to do things like add things to an event, I have the ability to add all kinds of different elements to events, from whether it's a start message of a Scuddy at the beginning, additional reference media, underplay clips. So if I wanted to do a Scuddy splice at a certain time for an ad avail, I can also select I want that Scuddy splice to have a certain clip, and I can bring that clip and associate that in. I can add those on the fly. I can select that I want to inside of this event that I want to do a secondary record, and then I can even schedule that secondary record for re-air after this one is done. I can add additional information. I can associate various different devices with that are part of these environments, and really easily both delete days that I want to move and change, or duplicate days and create schedule templates. So I can go from easily bringing in files, creating a live output, and having that available and accessible on TVU Channel. And I can even bring whole schedule templates of days or weeks if I'm doing like a wheel-based channel that I can just have airing very easily without the need of traffic, or we can connect to almost any traffic environment through BXF. So it's just a very easy to operate, easy to organize and configure channel environment that allows you to spin it up both for live VOD content and in DR situations, and create a channel that used to take weeks and weeks of time and training and configuration. We can now do in a matter of seconds in the cloud, and we can create a virtually unlimited amount of them, and you can then address them, try different things, use those for a day, a week, subscribe 24/7, or even just have special events channels or fast channels that you spin up. You get the data and you utilize. So we believe that TVU Channel is a different way of approaching what it means to do master control and play out in the cloud. And we believe paired with the capabilities that we have in our cloud switching environment and TVU Producer, in our remote collaboration tool set with Party Line, we can offer a breadth of quality, flexibility, and the ability to spin up these next generation workflows, both PCR and MCR based workflows, in a way that no one else in the industry can, that just allows you to create content at a cost base that has never been possible before some of these innovations, and really will allow us to rethink what it means to get content out to our audiences, to allow audiences to collaborate with us in the content that we're building, and to really build that next generation workflow and content proliferation system that allows you to also work with a customer that has built a tool set in a modern way that is easy for us to customize that tool set to solve your workflow needs. So it's not like we're just creating a product and saying, hey, you're out here on your own with the product. We're working with the industry to really build these tool sets that enable people to be able to create the kinds of monetization strategies we haven't even figured out yet, because everyone, especially after COVID, is trying to solve this new world problem of how do I get more content out with less operational expense, with a lower total profitability range, and how do I manage that? How do I make sure I'm getting my efficiencies out of that? With TVU Channel, TVU Producer, and TVU Party Line coming together, you can do that in a way that just wasn't possible before those innovations. So I'll take you back to the slideshow, and we'll talk to you a little bit about how we price this. So it's a pay-as-you-go service. You can sign up for a monthly subscription for $1,950 a month US, or 1,625 euros per month, and that allows you to have what we call TVU Channel Unlimited capabilities. One of the things we don't do in our pricing model for things like Scuddy or things like live or breaking news or closed caption capabilities, we don't charge extra for that, right? You get that as part of the access to the channel, regardless of what tier that you utilize that channel on, and you have the ability to flexibly create different kinds of service offerings, whether it's a 24/7 channel that you're spinning up with a single user. You can add additional users that can operate that channel from anywhere in the world. Just to give you an example of the collaboration on today's webinar, Oriol is in Spain and I am in Northern Georgia in the States. So the ability to be able to do this stuff, collaborate together in real time, is a huge differentiator on how you can create different kinds of content. We also have a mode for a hot standby playout service, which is $950 a month or 792 euros a month, which allows you to basically have an always on ready DR that's connected to your media that you can just switch to in any kind of emergency and turn that up and utilize that. And then we even have the ability to do pop-up channels, you pay per day that you want to utilize them. So when you take at the speed, the operational capabilities that TVU provides is how we're simplifying the need to have specialized operators and specialized engineering services to do this, and the flexibility of how you can price this. You can spin up any channel in any environment in a matter of seconds, and really, I think, add a different capability and monetization flow to a lot of business offerings. And we think this solves a bunch of problems customers have been having about getting content out in this new world. And this is just the start of that. Here's your 15-day free trial link. Doris will send that out to everyone that attended. We really, would love for you guys to try it out. If you have any questions, please get in contact with us and let us know. We really think that we're doing something differently that's setting a new paradigm about how you create channels, how you modernize channels, and how you make sure to monetize that with the lowest possible cost base utilizing modern technologies.